Hi, today I'm going to be showing you how to transfer LittleBigPlanet levels between user profiles and how to transfer levels between other players. Now, all you're going to need for this is a, PlayStation, of course, a flash drive that is a, USB. I know there's some that are like designed for phones, but they most likely won't work here. And of course, a controller. Preferably one that's charged, preferably one that's not split in half. One that works well for you and can be used like a normal controller. And you're going to need a copy of any Little Big Planet game. I'm only going to be going over how to do this on the PS3. I will not be talking about the PS4, PS5, or the PS Vita. However, I will touch on it a little bit at the end because there is something important I want to say. So for the first half of this video, I'm mostly going to be talking about how to transfer levels between profiles, but basically half of the process is also required to transfer them between other players. So for both things, you're going to need to take your flash drive and to plug it into your PS3. There's two little holes at the bottom left, at least on the slim model, that are, you know, places where you can insert anything for a USB, whether that be your controller charger or a flash drive. Next thing you want to do is to go over and boot up whatever Little Big Planet game you want. For this, I'm just going to be using Little Big Planet 2. So once you're actually in the game, you just want to go to your moon, pick, whatever level you want. I don't think I actually finished that. Yeah. And basically, you want to click back up. It'll be right down here. And then, after a second or so, a menu should pop up, giving you all the backed up levels. Go ahead and save it, or overwrite it if you really want to, but I don't think you should do that. And then, you're basically just gonna want to quit the game. But before I do that, I'm going to show something real quick. If you go to your images, you can, port them to your... So before I go, I would like to show one thing. If you want to put images from Little Big Planet on a flash drive, you basically just want to export them to your HDD. I think it stands for like hard disk drive. And this will basically just put it on your PS3's menu. Anyways, you can go ahead and, wave by, and then go ahead and quit the game. So real quick, just to touch up on the images, basically you're going to go to the photos area, and you're just going to click copy, and then you're going to click USB drive, and it'll just copy it. It takes just, a second. And, oops. Yep, there we go. I pressed circle on accident. Anyways, and you'll be able to view it on a computer or whatever. So now what you're going to do is you're actually going to go up to your save data utility for the PS3, and then go ahead, and your level should be like, you'll probably be here. Your level should be the first thing at the top because it's sorted by like a descending date. Anyways, go ahead and click copy, and you should see, your USB device. And then you just click copy, and it'll copy it. And now your whole level is on your flash drive. Now to actually get on another profile, basically just go to another profile. We'll just go to this one called LVP, because why not? So once you've gone ahead and changed your profiles, before you jump into a game, and I always forget to do this, go ahead and go up to your save data utility, click on your USB device, and you should see the level actually appear here. Now you're going to press copy, and this will basically copy it to this profile. As you can see, it actually appears here. I can go back down to Little Big Planet 2, and, go back to your moon. Alright, so once you're back in the game on whatever profile you selected, I haven't touched this one in forever. Shut up. I mean, I've played this so little. I don't know why it's like corrupted. Anyways, go ahead and click import, and the level should be imported. Now, one issue between transporting levels between players, it shouldn't be an issue for transporting them between users. But if you're trying to give this to another person, try to make sure you remove any of the DLC beforehand, as they won't be able to edit the level. Anyways, I'm just going to go in to show that it'll actually be the level. This is something I was working on before the servers went down. Unfortunately, it will probably never get uploaded. You know, I spent like days working on this. I remember I'd eat like the same kind of sandwich for lunch every day for some reason. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna show you basically how to transfer it to other people. So you don't need your PS3 at this point. I mean, you won't need it, but the other person will need it. And basically, all you want to do is, quit the game if you were in it in the first place, and then go ahead and turn off your PS3. And then you're going to want to go over to your computer. Now, I will want to say that I'm only going to be using a computer for this. However, if you have a flash drive like this, where it is both a USB and a phone, or even just a tablet, like USB device, this might work, although I won't be showing how to do that because I've never done it before, and I don't even have a phone where I can do that on. But you can probably figure it out by going into your files, which on my phone there's actually like a little app for it, just called My Files. Anyways, we're going to move to the computer now, and I'm going to show you how to send it to people. If I may direct your attention to my computer screen, where we are going to finish up with this tutorial. Uh, it's been like a month, I think, since I recorded that first part, so we're going to get on with it. First thing you're going to want to do is plug in your flash drive into your computer. Obviously, you want to do this because it's going to have your level on it, and you probably aren't getting much further without that. So go ahead. Once you've done that, open up File Explorer, and down here on this left side, you should see under this PC something called the USB drive. There should also be a thing down here that just says USB drive, so you can also click on that if you can't find it under here for whatever reason. And so when you transfer your level, it should have created a folder on the flash drive titled PS3. And in that folder should have been another folder created called Save Data. And in that folder should be the level that you saved to the flash drive. Now, if you have a lot of these levels imported, it may be hard to figure out exactly which one is which because they're only really labeled in this weird way. This one's actually a Minecraft world, which is why it doesn't say like level in it or whatever. But generally all of your levels will contain 4 files. This one, this one, this one, I don't know what they do, and then your level's icon, which is the easiest way to tell what it is. I'm not certain if you can rename them and have it still work. So personally, I would not edit these files in any capacity when you send them to somebody, which is what we're going to be doing. So if you're on Windows 10, you can go ahead and click Share, and you'll see this little zip thing. And you just want to make sure you have the folder highlighted when you press it, and it should create a zip folder. Um, I don't think you necessarily have to zip it up, but I'm going to be sending this to people over Discord, which does not let you send files if they are unzipped. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this down. You can just click it and drag it to your Discord and place it in the chat, and it should automatically pop up. So if you want, you can just leave a little message when you send it to them. Uh, and basically, when this comes up, you will be able to download it. There's a little button right here. Um, and I'm going to show you that process as well, because now we're actually getting into the part where instead of sending a file to someone, you're actually going to be receiving it. So as of right now, to download these files, you just hover over it and this little download button should appear. I don't know exactly if it's going to stay like that forever. Discord changes their user interface quite often, but right now it's right here. So click download and it's going to come up with this screen that's potentially dangerous. Yeah, it is potentially dangerous. I would not really recommend downloading these kinds of files, obviously, but if you do download them, they should be mostly safe. Just don't run any programs you find in these folders. I think that goes without saying, but yeah, don't. If it doesn't just have those 4 files in it, I would honestly uh, just delete it immediately. But it's probably not too much to worry about if you're just sending these around with your friends. Just be aware that when you download anything from the internet, there is always a little bit of a risk, and you should always use your best judgment when it comes down to it. Um, so basically, we're just going to click continue to download. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with this because I made it and I'm the most trustworthy person ever. So you're gonna want to save this file to your flash drive. Now, if you're downloading these levels and trying to put them on your PlayStation, you're going to need a flash drive and you're going to need it in the computer as well. So if you are downloading these, you actually, unless if you've already transferred levels on a flash drive before, you're going to have to manually create the PS3 and the save data folders. Obviously, to do this, you just go into your flash drive, and I'm just going to create one. I'm going to call it PS4 so it's not like a duplicate, but you get the idea. Just call it, PS3, and then go inside and click folder and just type in save data. And then you don't really have to do anything else with this. Um, but that's just for an example if you haven't already done this, but I have. So I'm going to be putting this in the PS3 folder. You're going to want to click on save data and put it in here. Obviously, it already exists for me, so I'm not going to freaking, I'm not going to do that. So the last thing you have to do in your flash drive is to just extract this folder. So just go ahead and right click on it and click extract all, and you can extract the folder, here. So once it's extracted, go ahead and just make sure that there isn't like a duplicate of itself inside. If there is, you're probably going to want to move that entire folder into your save data, and then should be fine right there. Now at this point, what you want to do is just, you know, disconnect your flash drive from the computer and put it in your PS3 and basically go through the exact same steps you would take when you're trying to transfer your levels between profiles. You're going to want to, open up your save data folder on the PS3 and copy it to your system, and then uh, open up Little Big Planet, go to the moon, and click the import button, and it should be there. It's a very simple process once you learn how to do it, and at this point, I can do it without, really thinking about it. But it is good to learn, and honestly, with the fact that people are still working on Little Big Planet and Little Big Planet levels, I think that this would be extremely useful if you have friends that make levels, or, you know, even if you made levels and you just wanted to share them with people. Just keep in mind that when they import these levels, assuming that there's no DLC, they'll be able to also freely upload, and if they're like a PS4 user, publish them. So, just keep that in mind. Nothing will likely come of it, especially if you're just sharing these with your friends. Personally, I made a lot of Little Big Planet 2 levels, some Little Big Planet 1 levels, and even, I think, one or two Little Big Planet 3 levels. And I really just want to share them with my friends, and now it's going to be easier to do that. So, if you are one of my friends watching this tutorial, uh, I'm probably gonna shortly send you various zip files along with this video, and I hope that does not annoy the shit out of you. Just kidding, I hope it does. Alright, well, that's the whole video, really. Touching on the PS Vita, I really don't know how to transfer um, PS Vita files just yet. If I do figure it out, I will make an addendum video, which would just be a short, probably like 4-minute video, just basically saying, hey, I figured out how to do the PS Vita transfer, and then show you guys how to do that. If you do know how to do that, it would be very kind of you to leave a comment, or even just link me a video, and I will put it in the description of this one. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I'm going to go drink a gallon of orange juice and then get comatose. Have a good day and goodbye.